As the January deadline for compliance with the Accessibility for Ontarians with Disabilities Act approaches and will likely be missed in many key areas, disability rights advocates are once again calling attention to a TTC offering called Family of Services, which they say will make life harder for those who use Wheel-Trans door-to-door.
It would enable the TTC to tell you, well, we're not going to take you door to door. We're going to take you part way, and then we expect you to take the conventional system the rest of the way or part of the rest of the way, and then we'll pick you up with another Wheel-Trans vehicle.
The concept was introduced in the Integrated Accessibility Standard enacted in 2011.
It makes your ride longer. It can be replete with delays. The Wheel-Trans vehicle might take you to a subway, and then an elevator that's supposed to be working isn't working, which too often happens.
To me, it looks like a cost savings measure and not an intuitive solution that has been authentically designed by and with disabled people.
Another aspect of the legislation advocates find troubling is the requirement that transit authorities re-register disabled people and separate them into categories, giving them unconditional, conditional, or temporary eligibility to paratransit services.
Whereas I used to be kind of unlimited access, door to door, I've now been downgraded to conditional access, which means that outside the hours of kind of rush hour, I'm supposed to be using Family of Services. At the current time, Wheel-Trans has not forced me into that system, but at any time that they choose to, they can.
The TTC tells CityNews Family of Services is not mandatory and there are currently no plans to make it mandatory. Any change would only come following robust public consultation and approval by the TTC board.
We are very fearful that despite the TTC sometimes claiming they're not going to impose it, that they will. And the problem is, under Ontario law, they can.
CityNews reached out to the Office of the Minister of Seniors and Accessibility, Raymond Cho, regarding the strong opposition to the legislation. They refused to comment, saying it's a local transit issue, and referred us back to the TTC. Now, the TTC stresses that current Wheel-Trans customers will not see any changes to the services they receive. But advocates say as long as the legislation stays in place, they don't feel safe. For City News, I'm Dilshad Burman.